Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I've got for this absolutely beautiful Ford C-Max. Now as always I'm going to do a quick walk around just so you can see the condition of the car, and then we're going to jump inside and I'm going to show you how the interior looks like and all the features and gizmos and gadgets and everything that this car comes with. Now this particular car comes with a registration number Foxtrot Lima 61 Alpha Tango Kilo. It is a Ford C-Max Titanium Tdci. It is a medium MPV finished in this beautiful bluish, grayish hue. It's classed as blue, but I think it tends more towards gray than blue. But it is a beautiful color. It has a 1.6 liter diesel engine. Sorry, TDCI. Yeah, so it's a 1.6 diesel engine. It puts out 114 brake horsepower, and it was first registered on the 22nd of September, 2011. The car comes with a valid MOT until the 19th of September 2025. So it comes with a full year's MOT. And the road tax on this is absolutely phenomenal. It's only £35 per year, which is fantastic because it's a massive car. It's a perfect family car, and it's very cheap to run. Insurance group is 16E, and it has a CO2 output of 119 grams per kilometer. Fuel economy is absolutely phenomenal on this thing as well. So you can expect to get about 52 miles to the gallon around town and 68 miles to the gallon on a motorway run, with a combined fuel economy of 61.4 miles per gallon, which is, again, phenomenal for a car of this size. The car has just been serviced as well, and it has two previous owners. The only thing I do want to point out, and I do apologize, I'm filming, it is right now, it's 7 p.m., nearly 7 p.m., and the sun is pretty much going down, so it's going to be a little bit dark, but I do want to point out it has a little bit of a scuff just there, but again, as always, it looks a lot worse in the video than it does in real life, because once you take literally 2 steps back, you can barely notice it. Now, the thing is, you already know it's there, so regardless, you're going to look at it. But if I wouldn't have told you it's there, you probably wouldn't have spotted. And as always, I do want to point these out because, for example, if somebody comes over to view this car and it's pouring down outside, these are the kind of things that you would not see if the car is wet. I always say this to my customer, and I'm going to say it to you guys as well. If you can, try to avoid buying a car in the rain or when it's dark. So when it gets dark outside, again, the darkness of night can hide a lot of imperfections, and so does water. Water can hide. If the car would have been wet now, you wouldn't have seen that, and I would have had difficulties even pointing it out. So yeah, always be mindful of a wet car because it could hide some nasty scratches and dents and stuff like that. That's why I never film cars when it's raining, or I try not to, but being in England, that's pretty much close to impossible. But as you probably can see on all of my videos, I've never done photos or videos in the rain, because it doesn't reflect the true car. Anyway, right, let's move on. So yeah, it's that issue there. Now, alloys are in good condition, and tires are in very good condition as well. Sorry, sometimes I just start rambling on. I'm just trying to see if there are any other imperfections. Has a few little scuffs here and there. I mean, it is a, what is it now, 11-year-old car. So yeah, it will have a few little scratches, but I always price my cars accordingly, and they're always very fairly priced. So yeah, anyway, again, rambling on. Right, let me show you the interior. Really good soft material. You can see it's very soft touch in there, very soft material they've used in there as well. So all the places that you touch are nice and soft material. As you can see, the seats are in absolutely beautiful condition as well. No tears or rips or anything like that, and nothing behind there. That's just my microphone. And having a look In the glove box, you got your owner's manual in there, and then plenty of space to put different stuff. Oh, there is one other thing I want to show you about this car, a little imperfection, which can be easily sorted, but I just didn't have the time to do it. And I mean, I could potentially get it sorted, but I'm just expect the car as it is right now, okay? Because I've got about 20 other cars I need to take photos of and everything. I don't know if I'm going to have time to deal with that. It's not anything major. I'll show you in a second. So getting to the back, again, you've got rear electric windows as well. Now, again, the seats are in very good condition as well. All of them. And you do have ISOFIX points as well. And another cool thing is that you have these folding trays where kids can put their snacks, drinks, and everything like that, or you can put an iPad on there or anything like that, and kids can just watch it. Now, the thing I did want to point out, the rear vent, as you can see, it's had a bit of an accident. It's missing that part there. Don't know how somebody managed to rip that off, but yeah, it's missing. Now, like I said, I always point any imperfections out because I want people to know exactly what to expect when they get here. You do get a 12-volt socket in the back, so rear passengers can keep all their devices charged up. And having a look over at the rear, absolutely massive boot. Like, I mean, I wouldn't expect anything different from a big it's not an SUV, it's an MPV, but pretty much the same thing. You got a 12-volt socket there, and I do love those little hooks that you can find on each side, and you can hang your groceries on there so you can stop things from rolling around in the car. And obviously the seats do fold down, so you get like pretty much, you can turn this thing into a van. I do love how you've got this little handle here that you can grab and pull. And one thing I do don't know if I like or if I hate. The thing with Fords is basically as soon as you open a door, the lights come on. So look, if I close it, they go off. Now, the reason I'm saying I don't know if I like it or hate it is because I like it in the sense of the security or the safetiness, because if the car is parked outside on the dark road, not being illuminated or anything, and you're at the car trying to get something and you have a door open, somebody that's driving towards you would have difficulties seeing that door being open and could drive into you. So having the lights on, both rear and front, would show them that there's a car there, so they will slow down a little bit, which is a good thing in the safety category. However, that is something that you can't switch off. So it just does it. You open the door, the lights come on automatically. Now, yes, safety wise, that's great. However, my biggest concern is the battery, because let's say you're home one day on a Sunday cleaning the car, right? As an example, you got all your doors open, you start cleaning and everything, and then you take a little break. You go in, you have a little beer, you come back out, you hoover a little bit again, and then you go back in, you have another beer. You know, guys, that's how we work. Right. The problem there is once you've had once you've hoovered all four, so both front and both rear, by the time you get to the boot, you've already had about 4 beers, and you're in the mood of I don't know, having a fifth one without actually doing any work, because that's how we are. So the problem is you might end up forgetting one of the doors or even the boot open for a longer period of time. Now, if you do that, that will drain your battery, like significantly. And the last thing you want is to wake up the next day. It's a bit of a hangover, but that's how we are. Anyway, jump in the car, try to start it, and the thing won't move. And that's because you've left the boot open for like 12 hours, and the battery is completely drained. So It's a good safety thing, but it could drain your battery as well if you forget a door open. So, but yeah, it's not just that. It's literally every single door that you open, the lights will come on. It's not just the rear, because no, that wouldn't drain enough battery. Let's do the front as well. So, yeah, not. I'm still struggling if I like it or hate it. So, yeah. Anyway, right, here we are. So, moving over to the other side, as you can see, we've got the rear alloy behind the driver. That is in good condition as well. Again, same thing here. And again, the seats are in really good condition, obviously with the ISOFIX points there. And you do get one of those folding trays over on this side as well, which is great, because then you can't be too direct on which kid you like the most. Imagine if you only had one of these and you had two kids. If you sit one of your kids behind the seat that doesn't have one of these, clearly he's not your favorite, right? Clearly he's not your favorite. So at least you get two of these, so they won't fight. Well, hopefully they won't fight. Anyway, moving over to the driver's side. Again, one thing I do like is how nice and wide the doors open, and it's great because it makes getting in and out of the car a lot easier. It does come with two keys. You do get two standard Ford looking like keys. Well, obviously you're not going to get Maserati keys, but these are the standard Ford looking keys. Like I said, it does come with two keys, and it is keyless start. So keyless start, keyless go. So you don't need to physically put the key in any slots or anything. So you can just put your foot on the clutch, press the start button, and the car will start. Right. Jumping inside the car, you do have control for all four windows. That's to adjust the mirrors, and that's to lock the rear windows from being open. Over here, so that's to adjust the height of the headlights. That is to turn the lights on. You can switch them to auto, and then basically the car will know when it needs to turn the lights on, basically. See, so like I showed you, they are set to off, yet the lights will be on now because the driver door is open. So yeah, I don't know if I like it or hate it. This is where you adjust the intensity of the lights in the dashboard, and this is your front fog lights and your rear fog lights as well. Right, over here you've got a multifunction steering wheel, which has plenty of buttons, but they are very easy to use and they will not cause any confusion whatsoever. So let's start the car up first, actually. So foot on the clutch, press the start button. You can see all the lights come on as they should, and then all the lights will turn off as they should. Over here you can control your radio stations, which are up there, and as you can see, it does have DAB radio, which is great. And with these ones here, you can control what's happening in that screen there. So it's very simple to use. You know, 49.1 mpg. Oh, it's phenomenal. Over here you've got your cruise control. So you've got cruise control and speed limiter, and that's where you set it. And then this is to cancel and to resume. Very self-explanatory, very easy. And then over here you've got your volume up and down. That's to answer and to reject the phone call, and this is for your voice assistant. Very straightforward again. Now, over here, as you can see, there are absolutely no lights in the dash with the exception of the handbrake, and that is very easy to fix. All you do is put your handbrake down and that just goes away. See? Practically a mechanic right now. Right. Starting from the left to right. So over there you've got your rev counter, then you've got your fuel gauge, then you've got your water temperature, and then you've got your speedometer. And then in the middle there, as you can see, you've got your temperature. Down there it shows you information about the car, well, about how fast you're going, how much fuel you've got left, and yeah, pretty much all that information. And then down there you've got the mileage. The car has covered 97,072 miles, so it's fairly low mileage for the age. But it, yeah, it's. I always said that anything below 100,000 is fairly decent mileage. Right, I'm just gonna switch this to auto, and then the lights will turn on just like that. So yeah, in there, like I said, you've got your radio. Fitted today. I'm all the way over in Ottawa in Canada. Okay, I don't care, you're in Canada. I was hoping for some music, but there we go. So yeah, you've got DAB radio, like I said, and that works absolutely fine. Down here, you've got your Sony stereo. So again, it's got plenty of buttons. They might seem confusing at first, but they are very, very easy, and they're very nicely laid out. So that's to turn your radio off. These are for your presets, so all the way up to 9 and 0. Then you've got CD, radio, info, clock, display, menu, so you can press on that and that takes you to the menu. So you've got audio settings, clock settings, display, and then sound, and you can play with these. So yeah, and then you've got auxiliary, phone, traffic announcement, and mute. That's to lock and unlock the car, and that's for your hazard lights. Moving down here, you've got your dual zone climate control, which I absolutely love, because dual zone climate control basically means that you can, as a driver, you can have a different temperature set than the passenger. So let me just show you. As you can see now, they're both set onto high, and what I can do is, so right now, for example, look, the driver, I can set it at 25 degrees, and the passenger can have it at 28 degrees. So yeah, you can have different temperature on both zones. However, what you can do is, if you press this mono, then you're going to see both temperatures jumping. Well, you're going to see this one jumping at the same temperature as the driver. So right now is at 28. If I press mono, that just jumps to 25, and that basically means that you can adjust both at the same time with just one dial. So yeah, that's your fan speed. Max front window defrost, that's to turn it off completely. Recirculate, this is where you want the air to come out from. AC, and then auto. Basically auto, you can set a temperature, let's say 22 degrees, press on auto, and the car will keep the inside at that temperature. So if it gets too hot, it's going to start blowing cold air. If it gets too cold, it's going to start blowing hot air, and so on. It's got heated front screen, which is absolutely fantastic, because if you're, let's say, for example, during the night, during the winter, when the windshield when the windshield freezes, and you turn on the regular defrost, it might take a little while until the engine warms up to start blowing hot air, so the window clears. Now, pressing that button, the window actually has some little wire elements going through it, which are pretty much invisible to the naked eye, but they heat up, and they heat up the windscreen, and that just demists it straight away, defrosts it straight away, which is absolutely fantastic. And then this is your rear window defrost. 6-speed manual gearbox, which works absolutely beautiful. There's no issues with it whatsoever. And as always, put my foot on the clutch. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then reverse lift up, left and up, and that's it. Over here you've got another 12-volt socket where you can plug in your phone or dash cam or anything like that. 2 cup holders, good old manual handbrake. As if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I'm a big fan of manual handbrakes, not a big fan of the electric ones, because they're overly complicated and very expensive to fix if something goes wrong. Now, the armrest lifts up, and then in there you're going to see a headphone jack and a USB port, and a very deep center console where you can probably fit like a 2-liter bottle standing up in there, because it's absolutely massive. Auto dimming rear view mirror. As you can see, this little black dot here. That is basically a sensor which senses if cars are coming with their high beams from behind you, and that means that the mirror will automatically dim itself so you don't get dazzled by the traffic behind you, which is fantastic. The lights are on and they're working absolutely fine. It is getting a bit dark. I mean, you can't really tell from the video how dark it's getting, but it is actually getting pretty dark out there. Over here, you've got some storage for I don't know, documents like passport, driving license, stuff like that. If you're going on holiday somewhere, you can always put them here, so you know you always have them. But then if your car gets stolen, then yeah, probably not a good idea. But it does have a picture of some documents in there, so I guess you can put some stuff in here, but I don't know if I would put passports in there personally. Right, over here, this is something I would definitely use. Sunglass holders. Absolutely love having a sunglass holder in a car. I think they should all come with sunglass holders. If all cars can come with seat belts, why can't all cars come with sunglass holders? It's stupid. Anyway, you got a good sunglass holder in there, which works absolutely fine. And then down here, you've got, as you can see, my little dome reflecting from the light. You've got a nice little mirror, and I absolutely love this mirror because if you have kids, so obviously that is your rear view mirror, which is absolutely fine to look at the back. But this one is perfect to look like right behind you, like what's happening in the back seats. And it's really nice to be able to keep an eye out on Sally and Timmy and just make sure they don't start kicking each other. So yeah, that's a really good addition, and it's perfect because this shows it's an MPV, so it's a family vehicle, because this is basically, that's what it's meant for, to keep an eye out on the kids, which is great again. Right, I think that is pretty much it. Oh, see, this is turned all the way down there, so there's barely any light in there. And if I twist this to the right, you're gonna see how nice and bright they become, that one and these ones as well. Or you can just turn it right, so you see, now it's maximum. You can just turn it right back down again, and they are slowly dimming. Great, fantastic. Right, I think that is pretty much it. There's not much else I can say. If you're interested, as always, don't hesitate to contact me. You can find me on 01684 355 032. Sorry, let me say that again slower, because I've had some complaints from people saying that I'm saying it too fast. So it's 01684 355 032. That's it. So yeah, or you can just email me at vindemautos@gmail.com, or you can just visit our website at www.vindemautos.co.uk. Right. Now, with all that being said, I'm just going to go and park this baby up. Let me just pull my seat forward a bit because I pushed it all the way back when I was taking photos, and I definitely can't drive like that. Right, so put on the clutch first, and here we go. Pulls off very nicely. The clutch is exactly what it should be. It's not too high, it's not too low, it's in perfect position. I got paying attention here, make sure that, please don't stop beeping at me because I don't have my seatbelt. Please don't stop beeping at me. Where should I park it? I think I'm going to park it right next to that Seat over there. Yeah, here we go. Just here. And that is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to contact me, or if you want, you can leave them in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer them to the best of my knowledge. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day or evening, well, whatever it is in that part of the woods that you're in. I hope you're going to have a great day. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. Take care. Bye bye.